You are called to be bold, to connect in your home, to your community, and to the world. From your land, we are Bravado Wireless. We are your high-speed internet provider based right here in eastern Oklahoma. With the latest technology, we offer coverage in more underserved areas than ever, with 4G LTE speeds and no installation needed. We're faster and more reliable than the competition, and at $59.99 a month, we're more affordable too. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Other wireless companies need 4-page brochures to explain plans that are too complicated and cost way too much. We are not like the others. We are Bravado Wireless. We offer one line of unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data for only $40 per month, with no minimum number of lines and no hidden fees. This is your year to be bold, connect fast at the best price. We live where you live, and we are proud to be a part of your community here in eastern Oklahoma. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
All right, everybody, welcome inside C.C. Dunlap Fieldhouse on the campus of Eastern Oklahoma State in Wilburton, Oklahoma. Jacob Toby alongside Eric Shannon for the 47th annual Kiamichi All-Star Classic. We've got the girls' game here first, 6 o'clock start time. The guys' game coming up next. We've got you all covered here on Bravado Wireless. Thanks for tuning in. It should be a fun day. It's the first time ever broadcast on Bravado Wireless. That's pretty exciting.
Pretty exciting to come down to Eastern. We've been down here a couple times for some college basketball games, and we've got to cover a couple of these young ladies throughout the season in different capacities, tournaments, and such. But hey, this is our first time broadcasting together, Jacob.
History's being made.
History in the making, yes, sir. And so Jacob and I will make history here. We've called both with Dion. We kicked him to the curb this weekend. So I'm excited to see these girls. Obviously we haven't seen some of them since February, some of them in March. And, it's a big deal to be invited to an all-star game. And a bunch of these girls, I talked to them before, are in warm-ups, and a handful of them will be going to play in the All-State game next week. And so it's pretty cool having these girls out here. Now what's going to be interesting is the layoff. Some of these girls haven't seen a basketball since March.
It is a layoff, isn't it? And we were talking with the South head coach Josh Fields. He was saying some of his girls were only asking to play 3-minute stretches because 4 minutes may be too much. They're getting not in shape as much as they'd like to be. You mentioned that All-State game. I believe that'll be at ORU in Tulsa on July 24th. Is that a different?
That may be a different one. I think next week is the coaches All-Star or All-State game.
Yeah. Okay. There's a couple different games. There's so many different things going on.
There is.
So I believe that ORU. There is something at ORU that we'll check that later. But right now the players being introduced on the baseline.
And if you've been a part of an All-Star game or anything like this, it is a big deal. This is this is a lot of the players' last hurrah. When I talked to many of them before the game, like Jaylee Oglesby from Howe, she'll be playing basketball at Arkansas Tech next year. And you can see the lineups right here. Hannah Boyette out of Muldrow, she'll be playing at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Brianna Jags out of Wetumpka would be playing track, or should be going to track at OBU. And this is the North squad we're talking about. Madison Chambers out of Muldrow will be playing basketball at OBU. Shaylin Mays out of Muldrow will be playing at Connor State College there in Warner. Michaela Needham out of Eufaula, she will be going to North Texas to do track, all-stater in track and basketball. And Shakira Gladness out of Picola will be playing at Seminole State Junior College, and that's your North squad. Your South squad, Alyssa Kindred out of Tusca will be going to Southeastern to play softball. No, Eastern, excuse me, should be going to Eastern to play softball. Cameron Gentry out of Broken Bow will be going to Bacone for basketball. Lizzie LeMay out of Whitesboro will be going to Carl Albert to play softball. And Eliza Chick out of Stringtown would be going to, can't read my writing there. She'll be going somewhere.
She's going somewhere, man.
Kaylee Hunter out of Red Oak will be going to East Central, and she'll be playing basketball. Cheyenne Tyler out of Clayton will be going to Southeastern, and she'll go for track. Ashton Haberink out of Whitesboro will be going to Carl Albert for softball, and that was the South team. So a lot of talented athletes on both sides of the court. Very excited to see these girls get going.
We're finally going to get started here at looks like both teams have been introduced to the crowd. Good attendance here tonight on the campus of Eastern Oklahoma State, which you said we've been here a couple times to broadcast a couple games. Really good venue if the crowd gets going. So hopefully we'll be entertained with a good game tonight. Take a look at the starting lineups. First for the South, Brittany Miller will start, as well as Lizzie LeMay, Kaylee Hunter, Cheyenne Tyler, and Kinsey Brown, the starting lineup for the South. For the North out there, Shakira Gladness, Brianna Jaggers, Madison Chambers starting as well, Michaela Needham.
And that's Eliza Chick that had the ball off the tip.
South controlling it to start. I believe we'll just be playing 8-minute quarters here. Kind of a regular setup. Sometimes All-Star games have different setups. The ball goes out of bounds. So the South in white and the North in the colors. We have a couple different players that have the same number. So we'll try to get that right for you.
We will do our best. Hopefully they're not on the court at the same time.
But the coaches may do that to us. Try to see if we struggle with it. Needham comes up with a steal. Chambers right down the lane, missing with a right hand. Referees for tonight, Curtis Belcher, Daryl Cochran.
Coach for the South team is Josh Fields. He's now at Tallahena. He was at Whitesboro. And coach for the North team is Stacy Simmeroth out of Wetumpka. So Coach Simmeroth grew up in Porham, and she has a player from Porham on her squad. Grew up in Porham and now coaching at Wetumpka.
Miller kicks it out to the wing. 3 missing. Underneath, Brown can't get it to go.
Nice block there by the Pecola Shakira Gladness. Gladness will go play at Seminole State next year.
Our first basket of the night, Michaela Needham. We will be saying her name a lot throughout the evening.
Needham, very talented athlete, as mentioned earlier. She will be going to North Texas on a track scholarship.
Maybe she'll try to find her way to the basketball court as well.
Sure, they would love to see her.
North comes up with a steal.
Nice.
Needham can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, up and under is good.
And that was Jaylee Oglesby with the rebound and put back. Oglesby, part of that Howe Lions group that made the charge into the state tournament. Oh, feet got tangled up on a rebound, and that was number 14, Eliza Chick out of Stringtown.
Nothing in favor of the North. Just underway here, the 47th annual Kiamichi All-Star Classic. Thanks for tuning in to Bravado Wireless. Oglesby Saw Needham clapping her hands down low. She thought she was open, but the ball was tipped away by Brown.
Brown out of Smithville. Now the official said at the 4-minute mark, watch for a timeout.
A mass substitution.
As we mentioned, you know, a lot of these girls probably haven't touched a basketball since March. Nice up against the glass by Gladness out of Bacola.
Miller running the point right now for the South. Went to get it back, and it goes out of bounds. South still looking for their first bucket of the game. Down 6-0. Make that 8-0.
Yeah, nice move by Oglesby, a one-handed putback. Oglesby will be going to Arkansas Tech next year.
It's always good when you can stay close to home where you played your high school ball. Nice pass underneath, a wide open Kinsey Brown for the first basket for the South. And we've got a timeout. Substitutions coming in. And our job just gets a lot harder.
Yeah, and these girls coming off, tongues are wagging. So a whole new group coming in for the both teams. Immediately picked off there by Cameron Gentry out of Broken Bow.
Nice block, though, coming back by Boyett.
Gentry will be going to Bacone next season.
Mays underneath has to kick it out. Hockett can't hit. Sydney Wood with the basketball right now from Clayton.
Step into it.
Wood gets it back. There is no shot clock in this All-Star game.
That girl, good, good.
Nice left hand down low.
Gentry with a nice turnaround and trims the lead to half.
Both teams have not yet made a three-pointer. Still waiting for our first tonight. Wide open left-handed layup for two.
That was Kaylee Hunter out of Red Oak. She'll be going to Eastern to play basketball, so she will return to this court next season.
Makes it a little bit easier to get familiar with it. Have some fun on here before she'll get to work. Fast break working. Right now for the South, we're all tied up at 8.
Hunter back-to-back baskets, ties it up at 8.
Baker hands it off to the corner, and there's our first three ball
of
the night. Cambry Hockett from Porham. She's got 5. This All-Star game, All-Star Classic has some tradition, 47th annual. It's been going on for quite some time, showcasing this area's best athletes.
You know, I think it's great that the areas kind of have all their all-star games because, let's be honest, down here a little further south, you probably get lost in a lot of the teams up north and around Oklahoma City area. So it gives these kids a chance to show off. Ones that haven't signed, there's a number of college coaches looking.
Anna Carpenter from Kinta knocks down the 3, trying to answer right back. No good from Sydney Wood.
14-8 the score by the North.
South got it tied up at 8-8. They have yet to lead in this game. Brick to the corner. Rather, that was.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
So Hunter, 8 points, 7 points, excuse me, if I can do math. So, wow, she's come out firing, hasn't she?
Mays lost it down low, back the other way. Alyssa Kindred from Tuska. It will stay in the South's possession. 3-point lead for the North.
The South is a little bit disadvantaged in their height advantage tonight. North, they've got some height on them.
Headlined by Needham. But Mays is also one of the taller ones out there right now, number 33 from Muldrow. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 14-11 the lead. There's Mays down low. She lost it out of bounds.
Now, I wonder how many of these girls had to go searching for those basketball shoes.
7 seconds. Clock ticks down. 3. Ball down low. And I believe that's how the first quarter is going to come to a close.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. The North leads 14-11.
Maybe some jitters out there for the first time being on the court.
No doubt, and I think second quarter we'll probably see a little bit different play. I think they'll speed it up a little bit.
I'm honest. I'll be honest. I was involved. There were people playing defense out here.
Yeah.
There were some people playing defense out here.
Not used to seeing that in all-star games.
No, definitely not.
But, you know, like I mentioned earlier, before the game started, saw a number of college coaches, a lot of junior college coaches, kind of mingling around a little bit. So they're looking to hit on somebody. A couple of these girls, maybe not going to play the next level just yet. And maybe you can go say, hey, you know, we'd like to take a look at you. And that stuff happens. Or if you need an all-state roster fill spot,
yep,
this is where you go.
It's always that diamond in the rough. Some coaches just love to find. Second quarter underway. 3 from the top.
Wow.
High arcing and good.
Big time shot by Kaylee Hunter.
Red Oak's own Kaylee Hunter. Chambers down low to Needham. Needham backing her way down, spinning, lost the ball, put back up by Oglesby.
I think I inadvertently was giving Hunter Ashton Hambrick's points earlier, and that was Hambrick that hit all those points in the second quarter, not Kylie Hunter. Again, the two number 21s got us confused there, or got me confused.
Put right back up by Oglesby. I believe she has 8.
She does.
North up by 4, 18-14. Hunter gave it up to Miller. Now down low. Brown back out. Hunter swinging the basketball. Chick lost it, but then was out of bounds against the North, so the South will retain the possession. Miller jacking up a 3, can't hit.
Nice thought, but couldn't quite connect. Oglesby tries to kick it out to Chambers, and that's just where you don't have that that chemistry, because you know you basically have met these teammates yesterday.
About 5 seconds ago.
Right. Yeah, and you had a shoot around, and that's basically where it went.
Well, the North's head coach Stacey Simmeroth walked past when they were doing warm-ups, and she just kind of joked and laughed at me and said, "We know what we're doing over here." Needham can't hit the right-handed layup, but it's put back up by Chambers.
Madison Chambers out of Muldrow, going to OBU next year. Had a fun time covering the NJCAA regionals at OBU this year.
That was a good venue down there. Oglesby backing her way in for 2.
Oglesby is a shooter.
10 points.
As we mentioned, she'll be going to Arkansas Tech.
Miller trying to respond. She gets blocked. Jumper rattles in and out. Now, I knew broadcasting with you tonight, I'm going to get a geography lesson of some sorts, because obviously I'm not too familiar with the with some of these names of towns. And before the game, I was asking where they each were, and you just rattled it off like that.
Right. Well, you know, it's an Okie.
You're an Okie.
I'm an Okie, and I worked for a number of newspapers for years, so I had to travel to a lot of these little towns.
Forgot about that. Oglesby, nice pass up the court. Jaggers puts it in.
Nice. You know, one thing I'll have to say, Jacob, I'm very impressed with. There's not a whole lot of traveling, not a lot of bad mistakes being made. Now Oglesby picks the pocket there.
And you look at Kaylee Hunter just laughing at what just happened. She's like, what is even going on right now?
Yeah. I think Oglesby probably has not left the gym since the end of March.
12 points so far in the first half. 28-14 the lead for the North. Up by 14, and Oglesby playing some defense as well. Chick driving baseline and
swatted by
away.
Gladness swats it away. Nice footwork. Michaela Needham out of Eufaula. Nice footwork there by the big girl.
And a 30-14 lead, the North turning it on.
Now, well, okay, that's what you call your post. That's what you call the post player, right? That is a big and I don't want to offend. Yeah.
30-14 the lead. North out to a good start. Baker, shut off baseline by Kindred. Corner 3 off the mark.
So, you know, last time on this substitution change, that's where the South started to roll a little bit, and it was 21 Ashton Hembrick out of Whitesboro kind of got him going.
Carpenter from Kinta makes a cut, gets it back, but blocked. Gentry got a hand on it. Kindred to the corner, and that 3 rattles home.
Well, that's a money shot right there, left corner.
Ashton Hainbrick knocking it down from Whitesboro. Down low inside, and Mays will put it in.
Mays going to Connor State next year.
We were very familiar with their men's basketball team this JUCO season. Baker, all the way, lefty layup, no. Rebound a Chick. Or rather, LeMay, excuse me. Out to the top. Another 3 rattles home.
Wow.
Hainbrick. Big bucket there. That cuts the lead down to 12.
Now, Hainbrick's going to go to Carl Albert to play softball. If she's half as good as softball as she is basketball, she's one to keep an eye on.
Wood can't hit the 3. How about another one? Hainbrick can't hit that one. This is the game where if you want to jack up some threes, by all means.
because you're guaranteed you're getting 4 minutes at a whack. So, yeah. So turnover. We'll go north, go in their direction.
Now, I don't know where we're positioned in this facility, but is north going north? Is that a valid question to ask?
That's a very valid, fantastic question.
And we don't have the answer to it. Wait, you know what? iPhone.
iPhone to the rescue.
Where's our compass? Oh, hold on here.
Well, nice steal there by number 2, Gentry.
Hainbrick for 3. She's missed her last 2. After hitting 2 previous ones in a row. My phone is failing me at the moment. We'll figure it out later.
32-20, North is on top.
Ah, they're going east and west. We're getting information. So that is upsetting.
Well, that would have fit right into it, right?
Hainbrick at the top, hands it off. Sydney Wood will fire away and
oh,
connect
that's
for
good.
3.
That was Wood's first 3 points of the night. She's out of Clayton, Oklahoma. And Jacob, where's Clayton?
I'm not sure. I can't remember what you told me.
Right between McAllister and Hugo, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Right off the Indian Nations Turnpike.
I know McAllister.
Yeah, right. All right, we're at halftime. Folks, be sure and check out Bravado Wireless, bravadowireless.com. All kinds of phone specials, including $500 off a phone of your choice. Go to bravadowireless.com for more information. Find a store near you and find out where our coverage is better than everyone else's coverage, bar none.
You are called to be bold, to connect in your home, to your community, and to the world. From your land, we are Bravado Wireless. We are your high-speed internet provider based right here in eastern Oklahoma. With the latest technology, we offer coverage in more underserved areas than ever, with 4G LTE speeds and no installation needed. We're faster and more reliable than the competition, and at $59.99 a month, we're more affordable too. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
welcome back to Wilburton for the Kiamichi All-Star Classic. And so, Jacob, one thing we talked about before the program, and we're going to talk about briefly, is just all the flooding all over the state.
Yeah, it's tough to see. I mean, this is only my first year of living here, but just seeing the different areas, me living downtown Tulsa, Riverside's been shut down. That's not good. And you've seen kind of the other half of it over here by where you guys are, Muskogee, where Bravado is, and then kind of outward that way. Well,
see, I have firsthand experience because I live in Fort Gibson, so I'm literally in the middle of the flooding epicenter, and it's all these families and stuff that have been displaced. Weber's Falls, just completely underwater, the whole town. Parts of Muskogee. Then you have parts of Tulsa. You have parts of OK, parts of Wagner, parts of those little towns. Half of Fort Gibson is underwater. And my aunt and uncle's house, which has never seen water except up to their deck, is now completely underwater. So, folks, if you want to know how to help these folks or help some of the volunteers, contact your local American Legion or local police station or City Hall. They can kind of guide you in the right direction. I know they're desperately needing supplies, and we're going to try to help them out as well. Bravado Wireless is going to provide cooking some food for the volunteers and people displaced down in Warner on Thursday, and then in Fort Gibson on Friday. So
there you go. That's good stuff. Really good stuff there. Games like this help in situations like those. People kind of ease the pain a little bit, forget about the tough times. And right now, the North up 32-23. 47th annual edition of this All-Star Classic.
And that's the thing, is these are perfect games, perfect opportunities to take your mind off of what bad is happening.
Yeah, I was actually in Weber's Falls last week, and it's terrible what's happened. As Oglesby puts it down.
That's what matters.
He's got 14 points, had 12 in the first half.
I tell you what, Oglesby is a machine. She will be one to watch next year at Arkansas Tech.
Yeah, Arkansas Tech, bit of a struggle this past season, 15-6 overall record, so they'll definitely be able to use Oglesby. She seems athletic and quick and can score the basketball. 3 rims out.
Oglesby rebound.
Still on her knees, gets back up, trying to get the ball off of the South, and she does.
I think she bounced it off a chick, I believe. And I was had the opportunity to talk to a few of the girls off the South team at halftime, and like we're in softball shape. We're not in basketball shape.
And they're totally different.
Totally different shapes. And you think running is running, but it is different.
Yep. Miller can't hit.
Nice layup, just couldn't get it to drop.
Oglesby on the fast break, takes the contact, scores. 16 points. A 13-point lead for the North.
Blocked by Oglesby.
She comes back, scores again.
Wow. Now, what's neat about some of these ladies are in our coverage area, so they got to be part of our basketball media days last year, and we got to see a number of these players over the last couple of years play, and it's fun to watch them grow and turn into the players they are. Needham is one in particular. Her and Coach Oliver, great bear. Coach Oliver, great coach at Eufaula, and watching Needham grow up over the last 3 years has been a fun treat. I got to talk to her before the games started and told her, certainly Bravado is going to miss covering her.
Yep. Jaggers falls down. Of course, we have the boys game coming up next around 8 o'clock.
Now, what is the over-under on dunks for the boys' game?
Oh, I'm hoping it's at least over 7. I think around 10 would be good. Hunter missing on the left wing 3. Offensive rebound underneath. Put back up for 2 by Gentry. 40-25 the score. 4:40 left in the third. Jacob Toby alongside Eric Shannon. Thank you for joining in here on Bravado Wireless.
Don't forget to like and share this, and be sure and tell all your friends and family about Bravado Wireless, bravadowireless.com, where we have the best $40 unlimited plan as anyone in the state.
Ball gets knocked away out of Ogilby's hands. She will inbound it. And here come the subs.
It looks like they've ratcheted up the defense a little bit more on Oglesby. Yeah. So you can hear Kaylee Hunter walking by, looking up and standing, saying she's not going to touch the ball again. So, competition's coming out a little bit more in the second half.
Hannah Baker inside, dumping it down low to Mays. Mays up fake, left hand, no good. Gets her own miss. Still working, she falls down. Fast break points for Wood.
That'll give 5 for Wood out of Clayton, Oklahoma.
Tough fadeaway off the window for Wood. Back-to-back baskets. She said, all right, I'm just going to go with it. She almost gets the steal as well.
Almost right. Couldn't tight walk that rope over there. Wow, and the crowd is continually to grow.
It is.
This is fantastic. On a warm Tuesday evening down here in Wilburton, Oklahoma. Beautiful college here.
Yes, it is. Carpenter went to go down low. Out of bounds.
Starting to see a few more coaches pop in here. Hokett.
Hokett can't hit. And yes, it is an all-star game and you want to have fun, but like you said, there's some chances to play and showcase some of what you got. Hokett, double team. Ball gets stripped.
Hokett's another one of the young ladies that has been to our basketball media days. And Jacob, I bet you don't know this. We have 60 teams, well, actually over 60 teams that are in our coverage area that we sponsor or are a big part of. Basketball, football, baseball, track, soccer.
Kindred falls down while she had the basketball. Players fighting for it.
Kindred out of Tuska, Oklahoma, and she'll be going to play softball here at Eastern next year. Couldn't tell you exactly where Tuska is. I can tell you it's down south.
Oh, come on.
Well,
what a letdown.
Well, I'll have to break out my map, I'm afraid. I just know it's down south.
That's the easiest thing to say. I could have said that. It's down south. Tuska.
Jacob's going to look it up here. Three-point on the way by Hokett. Off the rim, bounces off.
South down by 11. Stolen by the North. Ball still loose. Players on the ground fighting for it. And a jump ball.
Folks, be sure and check out bravadowireless.com, like our Facebook page, share it. Also follow us on Instagram, follow all the latest news and events happening in eastern and southeastern Oklahoma. 3-point on the way, rammed on in and out. And going on right now, Jacob, you can get $500 off your favorite phone at any of the Bravado Wireless stores. Find the locations near you at bravadowireless.com. $500 off.
Any one you want.
Any one of them.
Your favorite.
Your favorite phones.
Poke it down low. Carpenter swinging it. Right wing 3 off the mark. Hainbrick. Corner for Kindred. Kindred slipping and sliding, lost the basketball.
Kindred looking for her first basket, and she's going to get it before the night's over.
(40-29) the score. North on top by 11. 1 minute remaining. Hokett falls down. Ball still rolling. Going to chase it is Wood. And it goes out.
What Wood was lucky there because I thought she got it right on the line. Oh, no, they gave it. He pointed the wrong direction. Even the officials were a bit rusty.
Curtis Belcher was the one. Curtis Belcher and Daryl Cochran. And I just got this note from our friend Daryl Cochran, referee. This is his 40th year, just finished up reffing high school basketball, and he's also a referee in college. It was his 30th year this year.
Wow.
And he said, as of right now, he's 80% pretty sure that he will keep it at those years and not come back, but there still may be something he wants to accomplish.
Refereeing for 30 years, that's pretty amazing. He's probably forgot more rules than you and I both know.
Probably right about that. 10 seconds left. Here we go. Kindred. Sydney Wood baseline with 5. Up and under for 2. 2 seconds left. And that's how the third comes to a close.
Folks, be sure and check out Bravado Wireless, bravadowireless.com, and on Facebook and Instagram as we bring you the latest news in our area, our coverage area, which we're expanding daily. And if Mother Nature will cooperate, we'll expand a little bit faster. So check out bravadowireless.com. Can give you all the great deals and new information coming out daily, from wireless, internet, to phone service. We have all the latest phones, and we are an Apple and an Android dealer. So that means we get them straight from the factory. We don't go through a third party, and you know your stuff is brand new when we get it. We don't buy it secondhand. We don't. Some of these stores offer, hey, you know, come get an iPhone from us. It's super cheap. Yeah, well, that super cheap iPhone was in a flood. Ours comes straight from Apple. And go check us out. Give us some comments. And that's one thing we like to know is where you're from in the comments. Let us know where you're from, so Jacob and I can know who we're talking to.
Fourth and final quarter of the girls' game. Guys' game coming up next. Stay tuned to Bravado Wireless. Jacob Toby alongside Eric Shannon here in Wilburton, Oklahoma, on the campus of Eastern Oklahoma State, C.C. Dunlap Fieldhouse. Can the South make a little comeback? Down by 11, 42-31. But the North keeps pouring on the points.
Now, the South coach, Josh Fields, we were talking to him before the game.
A big shot by Miller.
That's Miller's first points out of Caddo, Oklahoma. He umpires baseball. In fact, he was at the Southeast Shootout we did in Valiant a few months ago.
As I understand it, there was a bit of an issue.
He was the umpire that threw out the young man that tried to run over the catcher.
Oh, look at the range.
Look at
by Needham.
Needham. It was just a two-pointer, but it was close to being 3. He was the umpire that threw out the young man that ran over the catcher during one of our games.
Miller from 35 can't hit. And you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
Right. Oh, nice down pass. Woo! Wow. And that had some smoke on it. Chambers, wow.
Back to a 14-point lead for the North. Miller thinking rack. Can't hit. Offensive rebound. Gentry no. Ball gets swatted away. Chambers. Nice bounce pass down low. Oglesby connects it. Can't stick it. Hunter. Couldn't spin it home off the window. Ball's flying around right now. Nice entry to Oglesby. She misses. Gets her own miss. Really like her energy.
I tell you what, she does bring a very up-tempo, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I think Arkansas Tech coaches will be very pleased having her on their roster.
Miller thought about it and was double teamed for a quick moment. Miller playing a little two-man game there with Brown. Keeps it herself. Shot rims out.
Kind of got bailed out there. Jankers is they're gonna call a jump ball.
48-34 the score. Oglesby blocked from behind by Brown, and then players fighting for it. I've seen more bodies on the ground than I thought I would in an all-star game.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about after that first quarter, might start seeing a little bit of energy. In the second half, the energy has picked up quite a bit.
Yep.
And I think it started out as a little play fight. Now I think we're taking some swings now.
Fourth quarter, usually when these things really tighten up. Miller knocks down another three. She's got 6.
I like big buckets.
And it was a big one. Lead cut down to 11. That's been where it's been most of the game. 11 of 14 range. Oglesby got blocked. So Miller has 2 threes. Sydney Wood has 2 threes. Ashton Hainbrick with 2 threes. So if this team can connect on a couple more, they can cut down that lead, but the defense has to step up as well a bit.
Nice turnaround jumper by Gladness out of Pecola. She'll be going to Seminole State.
Oglesby continuing to showcase her scoring ability. Miller, floater. Can't hit the rim. Gentry's shot missing as well. Approaching 4 minutes remaining, and we'll probably get a substitution here, I would assume, in a bit.
Probably next dead ball, we can expect a buzzer. And there we go.
And you're right. There we go. Substitutions.
You can hear him come all telling the coach thank you. And this will be probably the last we'll see of these girls that just came off the court as we're in the fourth quarter. You hear the big round of applause behind us.
Boyett missing on a 3. Kinsey Brown thinking rack all the way, and she puts it down.
4 points for Brown out of Smithville, Oklahoma. Oh, nice no-look pass.
Better block down low. Brown again. Right wing 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Can't hit the rim by Cheyenne Tyler. Boyd inside. Mays back out. Three is nothing but net. Hannah Carpenter making Kinta proud.
2 3-pointers on the night for Carpenter.
55-39. Time starting to run out for the South team. So Wood says, let me try to answer. She hits the front rim. Hoke at the rebound. Keeping it herself. Nice pass to the wing. Oh, pass around Hoke. Hoke was scared it was going to hit her.
Boyette will be going to the University of Arkansas Fort Smith to play next season. Number 21 out of Muldrow.
Hoke fires a deep three, the lefty off the mark.
Kindred, didn't want to step. Her first points of the game. She's been trying to get to the rack and just unable to get one to drop.
Carpenter.
Oh.
Lost it. Kindred. Back the other way. 2-on-1. Nice pass. Underneath. Layup no good.
Nice pass, but it was a good defense there by number 21 Boyette, and really forced her into a bad shot. Couldn't get it off her hand quick enough.
Blocks on blocks right there.
Good job inside by Mays.
Boyette. Oh, no look pass underneath. Layup is good.
And nice.
Baker from Poto.
And that is Baker's first points. So I believe everyone from the north.
Wood just knocked down her third three.
Everyone from the north has got in the box score.
There you go. Mays. Not once, but twice. .45 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 59-44. Carpenter pushed away, ball stolen. Sydney Wood. Easy layup.
Time winding down, 59-46. Like the North will claim this victory.
Mays with another bucket down low. 10 seconds remaining. Kindred, pull it back, fire away. Can't hit. 4 seconds. 2. Boy, that can't hit. And that's how this one will end. Final score, 61-46 in favor of the North. They take it in the 47th annual Kiamichi All-Star Classic.
High point for the North was led by Jaylee Oglesby out of Howe, Oklahoma. Finishes with 20 points by my count. And then Habernick and Wood, Sydney Wood and Ashton Habernick out of Whitesboro and Clayton both finished with 14.
I believe both teams are going to be presented with some honor. And there's Oglesby right there, presented. The MVP, again, 20 points today. Again, if you want a replay of this game, check out Bravado Wireless online on Facebook as well. Got you all covered.
And I believe that's all for the presentation here for the ladies. Coming up next will be the boys game, North boys versus South boys. We're going to scribble down their roster very quickly and get ready, so stick around. Folks, be sure and visit Bravado Wireless on Facebook and Instagram. Like us, share us, give us a bump, and follow us on bravadowireless.com. You can also find us on YouTube. You'll find a store near you with the greatest deals in North America. For myself, I'm Eric Shannon along with Jacob Toby. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks, and we'll be back for the boys All-Star game coming up next.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.